MLB Network's coverage of Major League Baseball is on the air. Here it's the second of this four-game series between the Polar Bears and the Falcons. Live baseball here on MLB Network, and it comes your way next. Brent Means, the pitcher from Montana, gets the call in this one. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Well, with a guy like him, you're just looking for quality innings. Usually he'll give you 6 or 7, and he keeps the team in the ballgame. And when you think about it, what else do you really want from your starter? He's capable of shutting a team down and dominating, but that's not what's expected of him all the time.
At the plate, Ronnie Weeks. And we are set for baseball here this evening. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Curveball, and that misses in the dirt for ball 1. Guys, we take a look at the home 9 as they take the field tonight. Fair to say they're not playing their best baseball right now. Losers of 5 of their last 6.
Yeah, Matty B. Hey, D-Row, talk about a team that's scuffling right now. I had a chance to talk to the manager before the game. He's not happy. The players aren't happy.
Yeah, and just a malaise has kind of come over this clubhouse. We had a chance, like you said, to walk through it a little bit. The boys are not jumping around. This is a big game today.
A cool 47 degrees tonight at first pitch. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Line down the left field line. But this is going to get foul. Here now the 2-2. Hit hard on the ground to second. Oh, and he can't come up with it. And there's one gone to start the ninth.
Batting second, the pitcher, Bobby Allard.
Now to the plate, Bobby Allard. He went hitless last night in a game where his guys could push across only 1 score. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And he popped him up. Back into foul territory behind first. And no one will get this one. 1 out, nobody on. That's taken. Now it's 0-2. Allard is currently the 3rd leading vote getter in all-star balloting at shortstop. He's had a good campaign so far, but the competition at that position is very strong.
Yeah, and you don't want to leave it up to a manager's decision. You want to get in based on the fan vote, and he has a chance to do exactly that if he can make a late push as we head towards the Midsummer Classic.
The next 0-2 is in off the plate.
Pretty good pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate. One of the things you want to do as a pitcher, try to stand those hitters up.
Here's the 1-2 delivery. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Lake making contact on that swing, and will do it again on 1-2. Now here it comes. And that one got a piece of him.
This is a perfect example of why the slider is such a great pitch and such a dangerous pitch, too. Sometimes it moves so much that you just lose control of it. This one runs way too far in, and the hitter is standing on first as a result.
but he's back in. He's set. Now the pitch. So let's take a peek at our umpiring crew in this one. Behind the plate is Woody Keller.
Woody Keller, this is my nightmare. He likes to call the pitch above the zone, above the belt. I know guys say those are the pitches that go deep, but I'm telling you, if you're calling that high strike, it opens up a lot of room for the pitcher.
I agree with you, D-Roll. That's a tough pitch to get on top of and to put it in play. So if you're a pitcher right now, try to elevate in that top part of that strike zone.
Now the 2-0 home is swung on and missed, and that's strike one. Now the 2-1.
He drilled the previous batter, and now he falls behind 3-1 to this guy. The last thing you can do, though, is throw a fastball middle of the plate right here.
Allard, the runner at first with one gone in the inning. Now a throw over, and he just manages to get his hand in. The 3-1 pitch. There's ball 4.
That is it. The first baseman, Fernando.
Coming to the plate now, Fernando Rodriguez, and he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. First pitch of the at-bat. Lays off 1-0.
That was a tempting pitch to swing at right there. A big power guy like this really wants something that he can elevate and drive out of the ballpark.
First and second now, one man out. This one is fouled away up to the concourse area. 1-1. Waves and misses for strike number 2.
Well, he's in a bit of hot water in this first inning, but if he can start throwing his slider effectively like that, he has a lot better chance of settling into this game.
The 1-2. Runners are at first and second with one away. Outside and low that time. Now it's 2 balls and 2 strikes. Just hung in there on that one. A little late with the swing, but he stays alive. Still 2-2. As a look, now the pitch. And he finally wins the battle as this is swung on and missed for the second.
One thing to know is not all strikeouts are created equal. Right there, he goes down on strikes, but he really made that guy on the mound work for it. And when you're doing that in the first inning, it can have an effect on how deep he's going to be able to go into this start. There's a big difference between that and going down on 3 or 4 pitches.
Great chance to drive in a run here in the early going. Behind 0-2 now. 0-2. Here it is. Coming up now on 30 pitches in the inning. Ground ball sent back up the middle, and that's through into center field. Base hit. And they're going to take a 1-0 lead as the run comes across to score. So he's able to come through here with 2 away, and that's a good time to check out our RBI leaders on the league leaderboard. And as you can see, he's up near the top, currently 6th in the AL in that category. Now time is called here as we'll get a trip to the mound. Into the box, Bruce Castle, as he'll take a look at ball 1.
This is exactly the situation you drew up from an offensive standpoint. Good pitcher on the mound, but you got a chance to bury him early in this one.
Outside, 3-0 now.
I don't blame him for not coming over the heart of the plate. He circled this guy on the lineup card when he got to the yard today. He's been swinging one of the hotter bats in the game.
Ready with the 3-1.
Count is full. 3 balls, 2 strikes.
Hit in the air down the right field line. And that is off the wall, but in foul territory. Foul ball. Tough curveball that time, but he's able to make a little contact to keep this at-bat going. 2 down, runners at first and second. On the 8th pitch of the at-bat is the one that finally does it as he wears him down and the inning is over. So 1 run on 1 hit. Jared Alford, a right-hander from the state of Texas, is the man on the mound here. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
One of the things that jumps out if you look at that stat sheet, a very high whip coming into this start. One of the things he's going to have to do a much better job, keep traffic off the bases, keep the walks down, try to limit the amount of hits. He's had a rough go of that so far this year. Let's see if he can turn it around in this one.
Striding into the box, Bart Flash. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. And a base hit, so the leadoff man is aboard.
It's so frustrating as a pitcher. You make a quality pitch on the inside half of the plate right there. Try to bust him in, D-Row, and he fights it off the other way.
Yeah, you tip your hat to the pitcher right there. He executed his pitch, but nice job by the offensive player. Fighting. It doesn't matter what it looks like. A knock's a knock.
Into the box now, Theo Rice, as he'll go after the first pitch and line one into right field for a base hit. Now a long throw to third. Throw won't get him. Blake Hamby will come on now to replace him as he's into pinch run following the injury. Before the first pitch, a check at first, and the runner back easily. In now, Jeffrey Bellamy. Swing, line, drive. That's going to be trouble. Run in. Here's a second runner around third. And he will cross as well. And they've taken a 2-1 lead.
One team's dream inning is another team's nightmare, right? That's their third hit of this opening inning. This one a double. That's got to have the pitcher pretty upset out there, and the manager wondering how long he's going to go in this one.
At the plate now, Bruce Sanders. Now a ball lined to the left side, but foul. Set to deliver the 0-1. Grounded to third. And that's through into left, a base hit.
Wow, I'm not sure how, but it looks like he didn't even touch this thing. Might have been thinking about throwing the ball before he actually caught it. The game moves fast, but you have to do one thing at a time.
From the stretch, Rodney Mize is in now as he watches a pitch for ball 1. Yeah, you should take a look at our visiting club as they enter play here this evening. They've had it going the last 10 games. They're 7-3 over that stretch, including a win last time out.
Yeah, Matty, taking a look at the standings right here, this team has a nice lead, comfortable. You always want to find yourself in a position where you're about 5 to 9 games, got the advantage. One series isn't going to totally kill you in the standings, and this team's sitting pretty right now.
High fly ball out to straightaway center. Weeks is there, and he has it for the first out. And the runner, not tagging, will retreat to second base. Now at the plate, Joel Sloan. He'll get to take his first cuts here. From the belt, the pitch. Hit to short. He's got it. Oh, and he takes his eye off it here, and it goes right past him. Now he's safe at second, as also on the play, a run comes across to score.
Usually these guys turn that 6-4-3 double play in their sleep, but it looks like he rushed the feed just a little bit. You have to be sure to get at least one out. Now we'll see if the guy on the mound can pick up the defense.
Stepping in now, Judd, and it's fouled away. 3 runs already home here. Squeezes on here, and he gets it down. And it's in time to get him. A 1 run is in to score on the play.
Wow, a perfectly executed safety squeeze right there, and that's such a tough play to defend when it's done right. It can be risky, of course, but not as much as the suicide squeeze. Good call from the dugout on that one.
First pitch of the at-bat. Hit on the ground out to short. Fielded cleanly. Throw in time, and they stop the bleeding as this side is retired. So they nearly bat around here as 8 men come to the plate, and they push it. Blake Hamby stays in the ballgame, batting number 8, and takes over in center field. New inning set to get underway, and next will be the switch-hitting third baseman, Martin Good. Oh, that hit him. Let's hope he's okay. And they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely. And with that play over now, time to check and see if our man is all right. You can really see him favoring that leg, and that is his plant leg, which is always a concern. But from the way he's acting out there, I think it looks like he's going to be okay to try and continue. So now to the plate, Terry Lindsay, as he can't catch up on a fastball at the letters, and it's strike 1. Now about a 58-foot breaking pitch that he wisely lays off here. Nobody out, runner on first. Swing and a miss on a pitch outside. 1-2 now. Swing and a miss as he ran the fastball right by him for the first out. Got him with a good high fastball there. Danny, we see a lot of that pitch in strikeout situations these days. What makes it so effective?
I think, Matt, what makes it such a tough pitch.
Throw down to second here is by him and into center field. The 0-1. And this ball's heading for the seats down the right side as the count will move to 0-2 now. Against left-handed pitching so far this season, Piedra has an eye-grabbing batting line, one that resides above the 340 plateau.
You want to talk about having a career season, Matty. This guy's batting average is through the roof, one of the best in the business, and maybe more importantly, his OPS is through the roof as well, which means he's doing it with damage.
At the plate, Ronnie Weeks. He got on top of one and was a ground-out victim last time. Here's the first pitch to him. Runners on the move for second. Strike taken. The throw is well behind the play. That's an easy stolen base.
That's a great call from the dugout to put the runner in motion that time. With 2 outs and a good hitter at the plate, it's a pretty low-risk play. If he's out, you still got the same good hitter leading off the next inning. But if he's safe, he's in scoring position and a lot easier to drive in.
Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Left fielder giving chase. And he's able to get there on the long run, and he covered a lot of ground there as the side is retired. So stepping in, Josh Means. He'll swing it from the left side right here. Here comes the first pitch. Turned on down the line. Scooped up, and he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
Now batting, number 54.
All right, here's how the visitors are lining up today. And if you look at the numbers on this team, defensively, they're in the top 5 fewest errors in the league. Flashing the leather, picking and grinning. Keep an eye on them. They play stout defense.
Standing in now, Blake Hamby. Late square, and this is popped up. Rodriguez is there, and he'll bring this one in.
The batter, number 7. Designated hitter.
So striding forward now, Theo Rice. He singled his last time up. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Ball 1.
Wouldn't mind a pitcher expanding the zone a little bit more and using his aggressiveness against them.
That missed. Close. It's ball 2.
2 outs, nobody on, but a base runner here feels like it would really change the complexion of the inning.
Big spot right here. Middle of the order guy is coming up. Let's see if he can extend the inning.
Too high, and it's 3-0. That one's in there. 3-1.
Stealing that strike on 3-0 was important, but you don't want to miss over the heart of the plate in this situation. I got to believe he's going to be way more aggressive right here.
Bouncer up the middle. And the off-balance throw gets him as he takes away a hit, and the side is retired. Top of the third set to get underway, and coming forward now is the shortstop, Bobby Aller. And he takes a cold strike, 0-1. And the curveball's in there, so he's quickly behind 0-2. And he fouls this one off. A ball and 2 strikes now.
He didn't look overly fooled right there because a lot of pitchers will go to the breaking stuff 0-2, but he certainly looked ready for a breaker on that pitch.
Now a swing and a miss as he picks up another one. Make it 4 strikeouts already, and there's your first out. Standing in, Jesus Pena. He drew a walk his first time up. Too low with the curveball. 1 ball, no strikes. Can't sit back long enough, and the count evens up at 1-1. Now here's the pitch. Not surprisingly here, this is on the ground to the right side. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
Good pitch right there to run the 2-seamer in on his hands and bunch him up. And an easy ground ball is the result.
Now batting, Fernando Rodriguez. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. The 0-1 delivery. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Hamby is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. Into the box now, Jeffrey Bellamy. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
Yeah, he jumped all over that first pitch last time up. Interested to see if he has the same approach this AB.
Tries to bunt his way on here, but this is a foul ball. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Line toward the alley in left center. He lays out for it, but he can't pull it in. And this throw gets away from him.
And they've had some good at-bats against him all game long. It seems like it's just been hard hit after hard hit. As we take a look at his line here, the numbers do not lie. This has not been one of his better outings, and he'd be the first to tell you that.
To the plate now, Bruce Sanders. skied in the air to straightaway left. Left fielder is on the move. He makes the catch, and the runner from second will tag and head for third. And he'll make it up to third safely here with one away.
The batter, the second baseman, Rodney.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Rodney Myers. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Now a bunt attempt here. 4-1's our score here in inning number 3. Behind 0-2 now. Swing and a liner. But good hands over there at first, and that becomes out number 2.
Number 5.
Stepping into the box, Joel Sloan. First delivery to him on the way.
Great game plan so far by this offense. They're not chasing any of those breaking balls out of the zone.
This one's down to third. Oh, beautiful dive. What an outstanding play to end the inning. All set for the start of the 4th, and set to go is the second baseman, Ty Watts.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
Down the first baseline, but that'll get foul. It's 0-2 now. Watts absolutely hammers left-handed pitching. There's a lot of pop in his swing for sure, but if there's one criticism of his bat, it's that he doesn't put the ball in play enough in these situations. Seems like hitters like this are more and more common these days.
Yeah, Matty, you can't fault these guys today for the swing and miss. In today's game with so many shifts, there are no hits to be had on the ground. But when this guy does connect against left-handed pitching, it is fun to watch.
Now batting, catcher, Bruce Castle.
Stepping up to the plate, Bruce Castle. He got called out on strikes his last time through. And he'll hold off on the slider here to start the at-bat. It's ball 1. Liner towards second, and that's into the outfield for a 1-out base hit.
Hey, after that base knock right there, he's into double digits, D-Row. That's a 10-game hitting streak.
Oh, you talking about double digits, Dan? Now it's getting firm. We're seeing the batting average go up. We're seeing the homers go up. We're seeing the RBIs go up. Everything is moving north. Hey, he's got great feel for that pitch right there. He can throw it anytime he wants for a strike.
4-1 our score as we play inning number 4. Hit out towards second. He's got it. The second for 1. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. Now at the plate, Judd, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
And this is taken for the out.
Now batting, right fielder, Ellis.
So striding in, Ellis Means. He's ready. Here's the first offering. In the air, down the line in left. And this will wind up a foul ball. 1 out, nobody on. Hit the other way out toward right field. Long run for the right fielder. He's got it. A nice play there. 2 away.
Now batting, catcher.
Coming to the plate now, Josh Means. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Hit hard towards center. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. So we'll go a little deeper into the bottom of the 4th as that extends the inning.
Well, man, as we take a look at his line here, he might not know all the specifics, but he knows he hasn't been pitching all that well in this one. Sometimes it happens. You start a game and never completely get into that rhythm. Seems to be the case here.
Check swing, but he held up in time. Ball 1. 0 for 1 with a run scored thus far. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Right fielder giving chase. He's there to make the play, and that'll retire the side.
Leading off.
Here's the first pitch to him.
The left field pike. Terry Lindsay.
Not much you're going to do with that pitch right there. You have to catch it out front before it even breaks, and even if you do that, it's a tough pitch to keep fair.
Still no balls and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. To the left side, but it's well fouled.
Yeah, you could tell he was ready for another fastball, but the pitcher went to breaking ball, and the hitter just fouls that one off.
Got him to go down swinging there. Terry Lindsay goes down for the first out in the 5th inning. Pablo Piedra is at the plate as he looks at ball 1. Line drive to left. And that's into the outfield for a 1-out hit.
Last pitch was a fastball, tries to double up with the same piece of cheese, and it gets turned around. Nice piece of hitting.
So the batting order turns over now and set to go Ronnie Weeks. He flew out in his last at-bat. High in the air out to center field. Hamby is there now, and he has it, 2 gone. And he will scurry back to first as he'll think twice about trying to move up. Ready once again, Bobby Allard. First pitch coming, here it is. 0-1 count, here's the pitch. And a fastball is hit on the ground towards short. Throw to second for the force out, and the side is retired. Ready to go for the last half of the inning, and digging in is the veteran DH, Theo Rice. Now he'll try to bunt his way on base here, but this will roll foul. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Try to bunt for a base hit here as he gets this one down. And the throw will be too late, so it's a bunt single to get him started here.
The bat, the first baseman, Jeffrey Bellamy.
In now, Jeffrey Bellamy as he'll swing and lift a fly ball to right center. Pena moves to his right and puts this one away in the alley for out number 1.
Now batting, third baseman.
Digging in, Bruce Sanders. Third trip to the plate for him here tonight. 0 for 2 at this point. First offering on its way. Lifted in the air out towards left center. Long run for the center fielder. He gets there, and that's the 2nd out.
Now batting, the second baseman.
Digging in.
Rodney Mize.
Set, here it comes. And he'll look at a fastball that doesn't miss by a whole lot. It's 1-0. A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. 5th inning here in a 4-1 ball game. And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike.
Great job of doubling up with a fastball inside. A lot of times you'll see a pitcher go in there, but they won't go back in there a second time. This guy's not afraid to pitch inside.
And that's in there. Base hit.
You'll only see about 10 of these pitches a year. The changeup on a tee in the middle of the plate. But tip your hat to the batter right there. He did not come unglued, stayed within himself, and drove it for a base hit.
Into the box, Joel Sloan fielded cleanly. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. plate, Jesus Pena. They'll start things out now in the top half of the sixth. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Fastball misses inside. It's even at 1. Oh, good action on the two-seamer there, and it's 1-2. Now the pitch. Here is a ground ball now for the shortstop to the right of second. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the sixth.
The first baseman, number 44, Fernando Rodriguez.
Settling in now, Fernando Rodriguez. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. In there, 0-1. Sixth inning, 4-1 is our score. Swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's his windup. I don't know if it's just flat stuff. But he's getting a lot of swings outside the zone, and he's having a big game.
And this is swung out and missed, so it's 2 up, 2 down to start the sixth inning.
Well, it's been a rough series for him at the plate so far. That's 4 strikeouts in the first 2 games, so this pitching staff clearly has him figured out.
Into the box now, Ty Watts, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. Right over the top with that curveball, and it's 0-2.
His command has been outstanding so far, hitting nearly all of the spots, and that's been a big factor why he's been so successful up to this point.
Fouled off.
And when a guy starts leaving the curveball up, that's a sign he's beginning to tire a little bit out there. He's got to be able to get on top of that pitch, or he's going to start getting hurt.
2 out, nobody on. Line shot to third, and the side is retired. Jesse Collins enters to do the pitching in the bottom of the sixth. Bottom of the inning now, and that'll bring up the switch-hitting shortstop, Judd. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Wind up and the 0-1. And there's a fastball well off the plate inside. And now we'll see some action in the bullpen as the lefty starts to get loose. Little chopper back to the mound. And there's one down now.
The right fielder, number 33, Ellis.
Digging in, Ellis Means. First delivery to him on the way. Hard hit toward the hole. And this is going to find its way into left for a 1-out knock.
Dan, how hard is it to massage your way through such a deep lineup? I mean, even the 8-9 hole hitters are solid big league players.
You know, Mark, these days you're not seeing a lot of defensive specialists in the infield or outfield. If you're in that starting lineup these days, there's a pretty good job you can swing the bat.
So now to the plate, Josh Means. No balls and 1 strike. Runner at first here, 1 man out. Fouled away. Here it comes on 0-2. Liner towards second. And that's in for his second hit of the afternoon.
Hey guys, he's not known for being a singles hitter right here, but that's his second knock of the game.
And I'm sure he'll take him, but the guys on the other side of the scorecard might be thinking we really avoided a worse fate. Stepping in now, Blake Hamby.
And he puts it on the ground to second.
One there. Relay to first in time, and just like that, the side is retired. Digging in and looking for more, Bruce Castle. And I think the question becomes, how much longer are they going to stick with this starter? Fatigue could very well become a factor at some point.
Yeah, that's always a tough question to answer for a manager, especially when your guy's still pitching well. You've got to kind of look for some signs. Is he starting to get hit more? Is he losing his command? Even if he's still throwing strikes, stuff like that.
Yeah, good points to keep an eye on if he continues on much longer. And a good take there as they'll have a leadoff man aboard to start the seventh. It's ball 4.
And that's what you want from your leadoff hit.
The third baseman. Good.
Now here comes the skipper out of the first base dugout heading for the mound. And he's looking to the bullpen here, so it would appear that's all for his starter tonight. So he'll head for the showers as he stands to win this one if the bullpen can find a way to protect his 3-run lead. Billy Gant takes the ball here as he'll enter with a runner at first and nobody out. He's set and the pitch. In there for strike 1, 0-1. And facing right-handed pitching so far this season. Good. He's holding on to a batting average way down in the 210s.
He'd be the first to tell you he's not happy with his batting average this season, but he can beat you in a variety of different ways, and he has to because he wouldn't be here otherwise.
So he punches him out and looking at the fastball. Martin, good, becomes the first out of the inning. Terry Lindsay stands in as he looks at a called strike. And it's 1-1.
1-1.
And they'll go off speed here as this pitch misses. It's 2-1.
A couple of strikeouts early in the game, but he's done a much better job in this at-bat, trying to get ahead and put himself in a good hitter's count.
Struck him out. Struck him out again, I should say. His third punch out of the game. Now at the plate, Pablo Piedra, 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. And it's fouled away. Comes set and the 0-1. It's a breaking ball that misses off the plate. And he pumps the fastball by him here. 1-2 now. We're in the 7th now. 4-1 our score to this point. Throw on to second for the force, and the side is retired. So they pick up no runs, no base hits, no errors, and 1 man left on. 7th inning stretch time here at the ballpark. The Falcons on top 4-1. Last half of the 7th here, and standing in is the DH, Theo Rice. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And no swing apparently. Ball 1. The 1-0. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Long run for the center fielder. He's there and records the first out.
Now back, first baseman, Jeffrey.
Digging in now, Jeffrey Bellamy. Outfield shaded toward right center. Here's the first pitch. Too low, 1-0. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Trying to bunt his way aboard, but this will get foul. Swung on and missed. 1-2 now.
This pitcher's bringing it with some high velo. You better get that front foot down early and get ready, or he's going to throw it right by you.
And he lays off it to even the count 2-2. Here's the pitch. It looked like the fastball got away from him there.
3-2 counts are usually a time to challenge the hitter, but I think he'll be careful here. Shoot for the corner, and if you miss and you walk him, so what? That's better than him putting one in the seats.
And a splitter swung on and missed that time, and that'll be out number 2.
That swing tells me he was really trying to get a pitch out front and rip it down the line, but that wasn't a great pitch to do it on. It's really not the best two-strike approach either.
Hard hit ball to short, reined in. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. Ready to begin the 8th, and at the plate will be the speedy outfielder, Ronnie Weeks. Well behind that fastball. It's a swinging strike.
This offense has been underachieving all day, putting way too much pressure on their own pitching staff. Someone has to have a quality AB and get this line going.
To 1-2 now. And that's going to be high. 2-2 now.
Hey, this is a real pesky hitter right here. As a pitcher, you really like to keep this guy off the bases. This is a guy that kind of sets the tables for big innings.
Man, I thought this at-bat was over. Down 0-2. He's able.
Sam Moses will come out and take the ball here as he'll be making his 15th appearance of the year. To the plate now, Bobby Allard, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. 0 for 2 for him to this point. And there's a base hit on the line. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
The batter.
Standing in now, Jesus Pena. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. And this one's too far inside, ball 2.
Great chance right here as a hitter to be really aggressive. With 2 guys already on, pretty good shot. He's going to get a challenge pitch right here.
Now a good pitch around the knees, but it doesn't quite catch the bottom of the zone.
Down a good spot to be in right now. Pitcher's falling behind in the count with a guy up that hits really well with runners in scoring position. I think he was trying to be a little too fine there, and a walk is the result. Well, the good news is he has a force at every base. The bad news, a single probably drives in a couple of runs.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Fernando Rodriguez. And guys, this is 1 run is scored. And the runner scores from second as they cut away into that deficit here. It's now a 4-3 ball game. Absolutely scorched that base hit.
Worthy of some show track love, and as you see it, it came off the bat at 110 miles an hour. That's definitely squaring a ball up.
Ty Watts swings and misses there, so he's down 0-1. Right side, but it's going to be a foul ball. Possible tying and go-ahead runs on base. Nobody out. Tried to work it back to that low inside corner, but it misses. 1-2.
Big spot right here. That's a great pitch to try and see if you could get him to fish outside the zone. He's still in the driver's seat right now, and I'd expect something else to miss off the plate.
The catcher, Bruce Castle.
Striding in, Bruce Castle, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. And it looks as though the decision makers in the dugout will give him a free pass to first, so the bases are loaded here on the intentional walk, and the force play is now in order. Cletus Jones was called upon to pitch, really needing that double play ball. Bases are loaded here with only 1 man out. Martin Good will be the first to meet him here, and he'll do so in an enviable situation indeed. Bases loaded and only 1 out now. From the stretch. First pitch is a curveball that's inside, 1-0. Jones certainly comes at you with the big fastball, but the only knock on it is the apparent lack of control he has over that pitch. Might not always know where it's going, and that can make things a little dicey for pitching coaches.
Matty Beeble, we're looking for feel. We're looking for velocity. That's what this guy is. But unfortunately, what comes with him is command and control tends to leave him at times. He can get a lot of swings and misses, a lot of strikeouts, but he can also walk a ton of guys.
And a miss on the heater, and it's 2-1. Swung on and missed, and it's even at 2-2. Looking for the K. Here's the pitch. Swung on and fouled as it looked to make it all the way up into the concourse area. The 2-2 one more time. Hit down the third baseline. But a foul ball as it holds it 2-2. One out with the possible tying and go-ahead runs on base here. And this is swung on and missed. A huge out there as the bases will stay loaded with 2 away now. Stepping in, Terry Lindsay. Not much in the way of productivity from him so far, but he's got a chance to come through here in a crucial spot.
Yeah, it's time now that he has to put the rest of those bats behind him because none of that matters if he can clutch up when it really counts.
Pause. And the 0-2 hit in the air down the right field line. But this will wind up being a foul ball. Big spot. 2 out. Possible tying and go-ahead runs on base. 1 ball and 2 strikes to count. Just staying alive, putting together a really good at-bat here. Breaking ball, and he gets him to chase it in the dirt. And they get to force it home. Whatever works as the side is retired. So they do strike for 2, but it could have been much worse. Deshaun Smooth is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th. Riding in once again, Rodney.
Leading up for the Sanders, the second baseman, Rodney.
Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Now a bunt attempt here. Hit down the line at first. He's got it, and he'll take it to the bag himself for the out. Into the box now, Joel Sloan. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Grounder down the line at third. Here comes the 0-1. And he powers a cut fastball by him that time, and he's in charge now, 0-2.
When I broke into the league, not many guys were throwing that elevated fastball with that much velocity on it. The game has changed. Fly ball right down the line in left. And that will end up a foul ball. Smooth, California-born ball player. This is the final year of his current deal, so he'll be a free agent at season's end. Got him swinging. Chased it well out of the zone, and there are 2 gone.
It's so hard to hit when you're behind the count 0-2, right? You have to protect the fastball. You have to look for the soft stuff down and away. You're really at a disadvantage when you fall behind 0-2.
Here comes the first pitch. Now a bunt attempt here. This is foul for the first strike. 4-3 our score here as we play the 8th. This is on the ground over to first. Scooped up. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. set for the start of the inning, and striding forward the designated hitter, Pablo Piedra. 0-1 the count. Pitch on the way.
Ball one.
And he fouls this one off. The 1-2. And a splitter is over for a cold third strike as he's left shaking his head. One gone. Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Ronnie Weeks. He's 1 for 4 for the game. And set with the 0-1. Swing and a miss. It's 0-2.
Two mid-90s fastballs right there that he doesn't seem to think he can catch up to. I wouldn't be shocked if he came right at him again with another good one.
Oh, and he can't catch up to the fastball as he swings and misses for the second out.
Boy, that's really disappointing for a guy that has wheels, right? All he wants to do is get on base and take advantage of the strength of his game, which is his speed. But with the strikeout right there, you can't get on first base if you strike out.
And that'll get down for a 2-out single.
What an unbelievable at-bat right there in the ninth inning. Game on the line to get yourself on base, to create an opportunity for your boy right here to be a hero.
In now, Jesus Pena. And great extension as he drives this one high in the air and deep the other way. And he'll make the catch to end it as the Falcons will put an end to their 3-game skid as this ball game is over. And it's a 4-3 finish in this evening's ball game. The Falcons jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Brent Means earns the win, his second. Cletus Jones hammers down the 5-out save, his third of the campaign. So that's a wrap for us in this one. Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, Matt Vasgersian. We all thank you for watching Major League Baseball on MLB Network. See you next time.
Here now is our final line score. First, for your victorious home team, 4 runs on 10 hits, no errors. They left 7 men on base. For the visitors, 3 runs on 8 hits, 2 errors. They left 10 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 5 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this evening. We remind you to please drive home safely.